Well, we can finally say it. And okay, David, much appreciated.
And the Celtics gave up 4 players to get 1 in Kyrie Irving, but they already had. They could afford to sacrifice a bit for a superstar just entering his prime.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis and Parker, the explosive forward pair. Bledsoe is out there with Chris Middleton, and it's Henson in at the 5, home in the paint.
And Irving is comfortable running the offense. When a teammate's open, he's quick to whip it around and get him a good look.
Now here's Hayward, following the miss by John Henson. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. A nice shot by Irving. Parker outside, out left to the wing. Horford against Henson. Here's Antetokounmpo, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Excellent awareness from Antetokounmpo, sensing the chance to impose his will inside and then capitalizing really easily.
Now, here is Irving. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And here we are for opening night, folks. Something everyone has been waiting for. Fans, players, broadcasters, too. Clark, just how excited are these players to get this season started?
Well, as excited as we are, Kevin, because it is something special for the opening of a season. It's a new start. It's a reset. It's a fresh beginning, and that breeds an excitement that's unique in and of itself. And that's really what the players work hard all summer for, is the opportunity to perform at their best during the regular season.
On defense, the Celtics. It's a 3-point game. Puts it up from 12, and the shot is long. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Stolen by Bledsoe. Here's Antetokounmpo. Bledsoe kicks to Antetokounmpo, and stolen by Horford. Here's Irving. Ogilvy passes to Irving. Here's Ogilvy. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Ogilvy's got his first basket of the night.
Well, it's fun watching Irving share the ball. I mean, when he concentrates on running the offense, this team is really dangerous.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Outside Irving. Inside. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Now, that's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Textbook defense all around. Nice job at contesting the shot without fouling, and that's how you do it. Well done.
Irving double team. Horford dishes to Irving. Wants to get it to Smart and does. And that one drops. Smart's got 5 now.
Yeah, good awareness there. Season opening and doesn't hesitate.
Boy, it's a thing of beauty watching him attack the defense like that. I mean, they wanted no part of him on that layup.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. That one on Horford.
Boy, you look at the skill set and size of Middleton. Hard for any defense to match up against. Just so creative in how he draws contacts and gets himself to the line.
And what I like about Chris Middleton is that he is just a complete player. Clark can play on or off the ball on offense, as well as get his points both off a catch and shoot or putting it on the hardwood. Also a strong defender.
Yeah, he's one of those understated, effective, outstanding two-way players in the league, and probably should get more credit as such. He challenges shots, he can defend multiple positions, and he plays a little bigger than he is because he's got that great wingspan.
Here's Horford. Jabari Parker making his last shot. Hayward outside. Clock at 6. Teardrop shot, and it's good on the way in.
Resplendent release on the floater. When executed correctly, it's a beautiful, effective shot.
Bledsoe, and it's Bledsoe with the extra effort.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
That's exactly right. No need to catch it when you've got the kind of soft hands that he does.
Ogilvy, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Ogilvy's got his second bucket of the night.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Bledsoe kicks to Henson. Back to Bledsoe over Irving. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Bledsoe's got his second basket. For Boston, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Here's Hayward. Good, and Smart gets the assist.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Stolen by Smart. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it, the fast break chance. And Henson sends it back.
Hey, that reach of Henson, remarkably long, unbelievably long, and that allows him to wipe away shots effectively.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Boston.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
You know, they've also shown some real tenacity here early on tonight, and it's paid off with a lot of second chance points.
Already, they've piled up 8 second chance points.
Feasting on those backboards. I love that physicality.
Irving with the ball. Eric Bledsoe covering. Hayward can hit.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis.
The Bucks have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
Rozier, he's checked in for Irving. Well, Greg, the Bucks can be a fearsome defense when things are clicking.
And the Bucks will do it with several approaches. I mean, great numbers in terms of steals and blocks. They force a lot of turnovers with their pressure and ball hawking skill. It's just a matter of when the offense can catch up to the defense.
Now here's Smart, defended by Middleton, picked by Horford. A shot by Hayward, wide open, good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got 3 assists tonight.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
And so it's Boston, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're shooting the ball so well in this one, a great performance from the field. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Playing smart in this first period. Credit their unselfish play.
Yeah, and you know, that cohesion is...
Bucks trail by 7. On the court for Milwaukee here in the second. On the perimeter, it's Middleton and Giannis. Parker and Henson, the duo inside. And it's Brogdon in at the 1 spot. Tatum wide open, he fires one. The rebound by Middleton.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
That's what I call an everything but. Good execution, just didn't knock it down. But you're right, they're happy with that shot.
And the dunk by Parker.
Excellent control from Parker that time. So good at taking the contact and then adjusting his shot in the process.
And Parker comes with the help. Baines passes to Tatum. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Here's Rozier, and the whistle blows, so a chance here for a three-point play.
And giving up some height, he just finds a way to carve out a little. separation.
Yeah, you know, he doesn't back down from anybody, Greg. Effective at getting the room he wants and then gets his shot off in time.
Clark, when you watch a team that's clicking on offense, what are some of the smaller things, the small details that are setting them apart?
Well, a couple of things. One is solid screen setting. That's huge because that's an unselfish act when you set a screen to get somebody else open. Then ball movement, being willing to go past a good opportunity for a next pass best opportunity. I think the Golden State Warriors do that as well as any team in basketball. The extra pass, sharing the ball, and giving themselves up for each other.
And when Marcus Morris gets a defender in a one-on-one situation, Greg, he feels the most at home.
And part of that might be from going up against his twin brother all the time when they were young. Marcus Morris has a great knack to find a shot he likes. Terrific with his mid-range.
Man, it's good seeing Antetokounmpo knock these down. Love seeing him extend his range.
Baines dishes to Tatum. Buries it from three-point range. Tatum's got the lead up to 12 now for the Celtics.
He's really starting to ramp it up now, getting involved in the offense here after being held without a point in the first.
That shot missing. Austin's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Up and in for the basket, number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Drills the three-pointer. Antetokounmpo's got 8 points in the quarter.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Morris with a screen on Antetokounmpo. Tatum's shot is off.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Agree with you there, partner, because that screen really freed him up nicely, and that's a shot that if you're a pro, you need to make that one.
Celtics leading by 8. Here's Rozier. To the inside. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And Antetokounmpo's 7'3" wingspan, extraordinary. I mean, he's effective in rejecting shots, bothering shots, and stealing the ball.
Brown, good.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
For 3, Middleton. Rebounded by the Celtics. They've led by as many as 14 points. And they're off to Philadelphia after this game as they'll take... on the 76ers. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
You know, this quarter has been all him, all about him. They're getting it to him in his spots, and he's taking over.
Outside, Antetokounmpo, and the 3 ball is good. Antetokounmpo's got 15.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
You know, so many people were surprised at the Kyrie Irving trade, but throughout the decades, Boston's been unafraid to pull the trigger. I mean, they moved up to number 2 to draft the great Bill Russell, moving back to number 3 to draft McHale, add Parrish, assembling the big 3 for a championship, then dismantling that big 3 for all those unprotected picks. This is an organization that stops at nothing to try and win titles.
And it's good on the assist by Parker. Now just a 5-point Celtic lead.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Morris against Antetokounmpo. There's a good screen. And here's Brown outside. And Baines kicks to Rozier. Here's Tatum. No good, unable to end this run. Bucks trail by 5. Here's on to Tecumbo. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
You know, thinking about Kyrie's legacy here in Boston, this is a town that cares only about championships. That's how his contribution is going to be measured. And only time will tell if he can walk in the shoes of the greatest players to ever put on a Celtics uniform.
He's feeling it. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
He has been fantastic this quarter, guys. It's just the kind of effort they need if they're going to continue to trim the lead.
Morris a screen. Rozier kicks to Tatum. And he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick. Tatum's got 13 points in just this quarter.
And, you know, Tatum has a motor that's always revved up. And he's excellent at using screens.
And started hot, and he's only gotten harder.
The shot will not fall. Good D by Parker. With 2 seconds left, he lays it in. Parker's got it all tied up now for the Bucks.
Parker really adept in the post. Sees angles, reads defenses, does both of those very well inside.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time. Boston had no problems getting going. Their lead at one point was up to 7, and they had some real nice momentum going. By the end of the first quarter, their lead was 7. The second quarter did not go as well for them as they saw their... And that is just...
Welcome back, everyone. There's State Station. That's where you get off the tee as you're going to go visit the old state. Milwaukee's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the court right now for the Celtics. Hayward out there with Ojale. Then there's Horford. Then there's Irving. And it's Smart in a 2-guard. And that one's good. Parker.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
And Gordon Hayward has increased his scoring average every season he's been in the league. And couple that last year also a career high in offensive efficiency. The guy is just a budding superstar.
And, you know, there's no question about it. Hayward is an exciting player and an athletic forward who can really, really score. They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
And that was a risky pass. Fortunate that the D didn't get that one. It was in the air for a long time.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. And Gordon Hayward has worked on his strength, but also his balance, adding boxing, Greg, as you were talking about, to his off-season training.
Yeah, great point. I mean, the strength, the balance, and footwork make him a great slasher. This guy gets in the lane and just has a knack for working himself to the foul line.
Bad turnover, plain and simple. No other way to describe it. I mean, he just threw it out of bounds.
Boston leading by 3. Outside Irving. He dishes it to Horford. Over onto Tecumbo. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Horford's got 5 points now this quarter.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
And there's the call on Gordon Hayward. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
And again, it's Boston converting.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Here's on to Tecumbo, and he's good on the 3-ball. On to Tacumbo. He's got 28 points for the game.
And all of a sudden, that three puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
You bet he has. I mean, working overtime. The triple's been his bread and butter in this ball game. Nothing but butter. Sweet butter.
Beyond the arc. And another three for Milwaukee.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Here's Ojale. Tries to save it and out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. And the Bucks defense, not one of the strongest in the NBA, but they did a great job of creating turnovers. They didn't get a stop every time, but boy, they would often create offense with their defense.
Yeah, exactly. When you're not a strong half-court defensive team, being able to force turnovers and score off those can really be effective. And most teams are hard to guard in transition, and this Bucks team was exceptional in transition.
Here's Smart. No good there. Great D that time from Middleton. Bucks have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
And, you know, we continue to see Antetokounmpo shoulder more of the load, a remarkable offensive player.
Irving passes to Horford. Here's Smart. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Smart's got the game tied up here for the Celtics. Hayward from outside. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. On to Tacumbo's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And not sure what he was thinking there. Here's Hayward. Misses off the left iron. For Milwaukee, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Irving with the steal. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Irving's got 6 points in the quarter.
Leaving the rest of the field in the dust.
Well, I think the defense flat out gave up. I mean, didn't even try to get back into the picture on that fast break finish.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Shoots the 3. Keeps it alive. Antetokounmpo on the follow. On to Tacumbo's got 38 points.
Well, you really got to love the hustle from the Greek freak, Antetokounmpo. I mean, he's got a ton of confidence when it comes to beating up that glass.
Bucks leading by 3. Here's Parker with the 3. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3. Often modern NBA players will get criticized for not being sound enough with their fundamentals. Clark, do you feel that's a fair statement?
I really don't. I think it's a bit of an overreach. You know, we all have revisionist history. Things were always better in our past than they are currently. I mean, the stories get better as we get older is one of the ways I've heard it framed. I think the players are more athletic. And because they play growing up in more structured environments, I think sometimes they don't get the same nuances and feel for the game that you would get from just playing organically. But I still think fundamentally the players are quite good, and I do think that's a bit of a reach as a sweeping statement that they're not as sound fundamentally today as they were in the past.
Yeah, but at least he's getting after it on the backboard, but got a little carried away on that one.
Well, he knew he was going to get called for that one. I mean, that was simple. You can't use the guy in front of you as a stepping stool.
Tatum, he's checked in for the Celtics. Jaylen Brown comes in for Smart. Unloads, and that's good from Antetokounmpo on the assist by Henson. On to Tacumbo's got 46 points. Celtics trail by 10.
And with all the talk about Kyrie coming to Boston, you still have to figure how he'll fit in to the team. Has this year and next left on his contract, player option after that. But with his scoring and shooting, should make this offense even more potent. And when you put a player of Kyrie's ability into this Boston system, you have to expect good things. Irving does so much for himself and others. The longer he plays with the team, I think the more comfortable he'll become.
Hayward against Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee with the ball. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That's his first foul. There's 10 seconds left in the third quarter of the game, and it goes down 2 points.
Tremendous anticipation from Antetokounmpo, sensing some separation as that pass was coming, and then simply rising up and knocking down the jumper.
And that's the final possession with the nice defense right there. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. We'll get right back to the action when we return. A chance now to hear Jason Kidd talking to his team moments ago.
Contest twos, right? We'll contest the twos.
Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play getting started. Celtics trail by 8. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Brogdon and Middleton are the guard tandem. Giannis and Parker, the explosive forward pair. And it's Henson in at the 5 spot. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. And the Bucks with possession. It's tipped. Hayward outside. Irving against Brogdon. For 3, Hayward. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 7th assist in the game.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Horford sets a screen for Brown. Hayward outside. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J. Hayward's got 5 points now in the quarter. Now here's Tatum. He's covered closely. On the wing, Irving. Shoots over Henson. Irving can't hit.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Wasted no time on that one. Antetokounmpo's got 54 points.
Another one. Man, he's just gotten into a great rhythm out there.
And I tell you what, Greg, once he finds that rhythm, he's hard to guard. Shots come easy for him.
That one off the back iron and out. For the Celtics, they come into this one following a loss to the Cavaliers. And that one's good, Brogdon.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Now a timeout called by Boston. And with the fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, look, here's what Brad Stevens went over with his guys during the break. He was begging them to step it up. He said, we've got to make the move now. We're going to be out of time and out of luck. Give it everything you've got out there. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
Sometimes all you can do is try to get a hand in Antetokounmpo's face. I mean, just a long player who utilizes his high release point really quite nicely.
And with that, the Bucks lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Kyrie Irving.
Al Horford impeding the defense there with the solid screen.
He rifled that one in from distance. Brogdon's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Bucks. The Celtics have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Irving dishes to Brown. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation.
And Brown is a very unselfish player, always willing to whip the ball over to an open teammate.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and another 3 for Milwaukee.
Wow. What can you say?
Celtics trail by 14. Horford with the screen on Brogdon. Irving double team. Here's Tatum. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. There's Parker with the three. And another three for Milwaukee.
And you really can't disregard the sniping ability of Parker. I mean, when he gets comfortable from there, he can knock down three-pointers.
Irving kicks to Tatum. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jabari Parker. That's his first foul. Boston making some changes. Ojale is checked in for Tatum. And Smart subbed in for Jaylen Brown. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Irving passes to Horford. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Irving against Brogdon. Outside Irving. Shoots over Brogdon. Irving's shot is good.
And the mid-range shot of Irving is impressive. He has wonderful form with that shot.
It's good from long range. 62 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Just terrific determination. First compiling the lead and now building on it.
And that's what you want to do. I mean, you can't let the opposition off the hook here. I mean, you've got to keep adding to that lead.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Bucks.
What a tremendous showing from the three-pointer all through this game.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Well, Clark, you've been in the booth for so long, but I have to ask, have you ever toyed with the idea of coaching or working in some team's front office? I know you did briefly for the Pacers.
Yeah, I did, and I enjoyed it. I was working in player relations, player development with our guys off the court, and loved it. But it just wasn't something I could sustain at this season in my life. Not interested in coaching. I've never really been because my career path went towards broadcasting right after I got done playing, and I paid my dues and have grown in this profession. And I would want to do the same thing in coaching, and I just don't have enough time in front of me to do that. So I'm happy to be around the game in this capacity. Coaching never lets up. I get an off season as a broadcaster.
Yes.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Milwaukee.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And, Greg, we know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
You can set a tone with defense, and that's exactly what he did with how he protected the rim. And leaving nothing to chance here on this game-clinching run.
Exactly. Cold-blooded. Separation solidified. Great effort.
And, guys, you got to ask, where was this effort when it mattered? The game's over now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, frustrating to say the least. I mean, don't even know why they're trying anymore. This one is a wrap.
There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Nobody near Irving. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
Yeah, and I like it. I love seeing that. It's a lot of fun when that happens. These teams are going at each other from the outside.
And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Hey everybody, check us out on Facebook, Instagram. Please like and subscribe, and check out our videos down below.